D&D Night. Dark Sun, 18th level.
Dork soon.
What happened to all those maps that were over here? We were in New Kern.
Don't worry about it. I have two boards. I probably opened the wrong one. I had a copy because we lost it the one week. We're gonna go to a different place anyway, so alright, so last week it was revealed to you that New Kern exists in this hidden valley here. It's a glorious city. It's high tech. It's almost sci-fi compared to everything else you've seen in the Tablelands. You've entered into a really carefully cultivated patch of green earth. The fields here are lush and fertile. They're druids and Korganard's mentor Aronis has been using his own powers on this valley, and the people here are all free. There's no slavery. In fact, even in Old Kern, the slavery is a deception. People are pretending, and Aronis is pretending to be the Sorcerer King. So, in reality, though, it's a whole different story. And while you're here in New Kern, he can explain any of the politics of New Kern if you're curious.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for Korganard and Aronis?
I got a few questions. I want to, Cornard. So, what is your plan in the future? Are you thinking of staying here, or do you want to? Are you coming back to Tyr after this travel? You never really mentioned.
I believe I will stay here, says Korganard. The dangers in Tyr after the previous attacks make him think that it's possible that he could be drawing danger to Tyr that wouldn't otherwise come to it, and the secrecy required for him to operate within the Veiled Alliance requires that he disappear from the world stage. He doesn't want to be a public figure, because the more public he is, the more possibility that some of the enemy sorcerer kings will make moves against him. He's already almost been killed that one time.
But we've always been there for you.
Yes, but
May I suggest? Well, I know that you do have many layers of secrecy. No one want you don't want to expose this part of the world to the rest of the Sorcerer King and the rest of the world. But if can we potentially create like a path, so if you want to come back, you can always maybe teleport or
yes,
for magic.
Hang on.
a teleportation circle is possible. However, the utmost secrecy would have to be maintained, and we would have to have a fortified and protected facility for the portal to be in, so that we don't have any invaders portaling in.
I'm willing to make an offer where the Temple of Flames could be your point, and it could be managed by my temple, where we use the power of the Lord of the Flames to travel you when you need. It would only need us to have a temple in this city, so I could open and travel people using the magic of the flames.
Yeah. So, hang on. The Aronis, or not. Wait, does he actually call himself Aronis?
King Aronis, Sorcerer King of Kern. He has to maintain the appearance of his original, his old life.
What does he currently look like?
He is in the guise of a regal king currently. He looks like a man.
I have another question, and it's more about the luxuriousness and how you were able to bring back life to this place. What is the power? What is your secret? I'm sure that my friend here, Morg, might want to understand what is going on and how you're being able to do that, because I would love to see this happen in Tier.
We have incredibly strict laws against defilers. No defiler's hand has ever touched this land here. They've protected it. The soil is fertile, as it was in the Green Age.
But is it possible to bring back some life from what has been taken before?
So this place hasn't even been touched during the Great Sorcerer King Wars? Is that what you're saying?
This land has never been defiled. That is correct.
Okay.
Well, how can we combat this curse of defiling? Is there any way? How can we bring back life from what has been stolen before?
You've already been doing it. Traveling the lands, defeating defilers.
Yeah.
Supporting the druids is a key factor. Many of the clerics work against the defilers as well.
If you have any druids, King Aronis, I would like to meet with them. I do have this bag of seeds that could help potentially regrow some of the more deserty parts of the land.
But you just keep that on you.
He does.
Yeah.
That might be more beneficial in Old Kern. As you can see, it's pretty lush here in the valley, but Old Kern has seen the ravages of war. When you pass through, surely you must have seen the damage to the walls. They have been repaired and rebuilt, but the city, Kern as it was destroyed many centuries ago.
So, I had a question.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me pull this up first. I had an item that I wanted to look at. Oh, right. What is your specialty?
Do you mean like regionally?
No, like what? All the sorcerer kings tend to be good at something.
Exterminating the lizard man. That was my specialty.
On your
Oh
old
no, I
days.
mean like Armanu's war positions himself as a war god. What are you?
There's not a lot of history on this guy. He's going to be cagey about that. He's going to tell you that his former life was very harsh and cruel, and he doesn't want to dwell on it. His new form is such pure lawful good that even the ideas that he held are like shocking and disconcerting to him from his previous life. He doesn't want to think about it. Sort of like somebody who has PTSD from war. He won't tell you his war stories of the past.
Can I show you an item?
Wait, I wanted to show him an item first.
Oh, go ahead.
Alright, a gift for you, and I will give him the Hollow Codex.
The Hollow Codex. Interesting. All right.
Well, the Everfull bag of seeds also works on Preserver Wizards. So I'll also offer him a seed from the bag too.
All right. Say that again. I'm gonna make a note. Seeds from the bag of.
The Everfull bag of seeds. It also works with Preserver Wizards. So if he reaches in the bag, he should pull out a Tree of Life seed.
Doesn't he pull out a seed that reflects his nature or something?
No.
Okay. He's going to have his druids plant this in Old Kern. While they're doing that, you can speak with them. So druids are traveling from Kern to Old Kern with the sacred seed of life. All right, I made a note. And ring sight, what did you give?
The Hollow Codex.
What is that item again?
It is a black-bound spell book filled with phasing, illusion, and anti-scrying enchantments.
Oh. A sorcerer item, huh? Or a wizard item.
Yeah, so he can keep his special town super hidden.
He smiles knowingly. His town already is very well hidden. But this is
Yeah, now
helpful,
it's
and he appreciates it. He'll thank you warmly.
Hooray!
Like other Avengians, he exudes an aura of goodness and warmth, and he has a big broad smile that makes you feel great to be around.
What a nice guy.
King Aronis, I do have a question for you. While I do respect your secrecy and needing to protect all the people here, would you and Korgernard ever consider becoming more public again, as we are heading into sort of an age where we are bringing the Sorcerer Kings together in order to try and combat uh, the Boris the Dragon that takes all the slave offerings.
All right, he's going to ask you a whole bunch of questions. It's probably going to take at least an hour as he asks you about all of your potential plans for a war with Boris. And after he picks your brain a bunch, he rolls a nat 20 insight on your plans. Oh my god. That's going to be a number in the high 30s.
Your soul.
He thinks about your plan deeply, and he doesn't give you an answer immediately. He tells you that he must think on this, and he will return in the morning with his decision.
I respect it. Take all the time you need.
Alright, so he's not going to be quick to make the decision. But he has thought about it to a deep, deep level. He's very tactical.
I don't expect somebody to become king if they don't take matters seriously and think deeply about them.
So, who's like your successor if you get killed?
Ah, an interesting question. Let me tell you of the politics of Kern. Though Old Kern appears to run like any other city-state, Aronis long ago abandoned the monarchical form of government. He allows his subject to govern themselves via a democratic system he developed. In this system, nobles and all citizens except Templars may hold public office. Elections are held at regular intervals, and term limits are set. The highest elected official is called the Presider, who sits at the head of a body called the Tribunal. Members of the Tribunal are referred to as Tribunes. Together, the Presider and the Tribunes draft the laws that keep the city-state running smoothly. The current Presider is Ulali of Presicles, a half-elf, a preserver mage. She is now in the second year of a 5-year term. I personally refuse to hold an official position, though I do pretend to be the Sorcerer King in the Old City, so that my rivals and enemy Sorcerer Kings do not grow suspicious and think they can take advantage of my weakness.
Does New Kern have a similar political structure, and do they have their own separate presider compared from the Old Kern?
Correct. Yes, each town has its own setup.
Can
However-
you describe it? Sorry.
This is like the capital, and everything else is, understood to be a subsidiary of this city. So this is like the heart of their Kern region. But for all intents and purposes, to the outside world, Old Kern is his actual base of operations, and he spends most of his time there, not here. So, there's a presider here as well.
Can he describe his vision for the world again?
Let's see. He's trying to green the earth. He wants to bring the Green Age back and restore the planet. And his primary goal is eradicating the Defilers. But he can't act in the open, which is part of the reason he has called you here. You and your party, you can act in the open, and you can act against the Sorcerer Kings, as you have in the past. You defied Hamanu. A bold move. It puts a big target on your back.
Yeah, I feel like he's just choosing not to kill us yet.
Yeah, we figured out one. He's been hunting us down for quite some time now.
What I'm confused about is why he doesn't show up and murder us all.
And so far, we've been quite good at ruining his plans. So I'm sure it makes him even angrier.
You've seen his Templars before too, right? Let me find an image of his Black Brethren. Put it up on the stream. So the Black Brethren are his Templars. He is still a Sorcerer King, and he can still give magical powers to his Templars. So he has the Black Brethren, and they are preparing to someday strike out from the valley. You know, the safety of New Kern here, and strike out into the world to spread the greenery that he has developed here. They have many agricultural methods that have been lost in the desert world of the Tablelands.
Wait, this is Harmanu's people?
No, Aronis. The question was about Aronis and what his overarching plans are, and so he's describing that he's got his trained Templars, and they're getting ready to go out into the world and repair the damage that was done. But he needs your help. He needs the druids, and he needs the clerics, and he needs the people as well to all work in unison to restore the land to life.
Well, that is exactly what we've been trying to start. If you take a look at our flying ship that we built, it's filled up with a crew of clerics of all of the 4 spectrums and a druid as well. I do believe I might be the lead of the fire cleric in this world. As far as I know, I'm the strongest cleric that I've seen so far of this religion, and my friend here, Morg, has been given the great honor of being the leader of all the druids in this land.
I am a figure of many disciplines as I try to shake the order out of its freaking overly neutral funk and bring back the gods. One of them anyway.
Yeah, when you're lawful good, but you work with a neutral group and they don't do anything.
Hey, I'm neutral good. I'm neutral good. Hey, don't slander me.
Well,
We
your
always
religion
keep-
is lawful good.
We always give him a chance, you know, to make friends with undeads and beasts that has no consciousness, but, you know.
Hey, it worked that one time.
Ringsight, are you trying to bring back any of the other gods besides the wind god, out of curiosity?
Bringing back one god is currently sufficient enough task for me, okay? I'll get to them when I get to them. Possibly. I don't actually know what they were about yet.
You had a clue that you have to find the Blue Temple to the south, near the Deadlands.
True, but we're currently a bit busy.
I would like to show you something and tell me if you recall seeing this weapon. And I pull out my my sword from an ancient time.
Yeah, a legendary blade. He can't believe that you have that in your possession. It's an artifact from long, long ago.
Have you seen it in action during his days?
No, he's only heard stories of it. It's been lost for centuries.
Oh yeah, your talking sword that only works if you really want to do a thing.
The Scorcher.
No, that you're talking about the staff there. This sword can cut through any material. Actually, I need to look at the details because there's a few It's slashing, I believe, huh?
King Aronis, do you have any specific tasks that you would have us help your Templars with? Or is this idea of us helping, is that something just a long-term, something in the future kind of thing, not anything pressing matters to help deal with now?
All right. Aronis is going to tell you about the region here. He says that the biggest threat to the planet comes from the Defilers themselves using their magic and destroying the greenery. You've already met Densis, the Ever-Living. He's a major threat in the region. He seems to have found some ancient power, which is making him way more dangerous than he was in the past. He was a nobody at one point, but recently he's been quite dangerous. An extremely powerful defiler like him, and ambitious as well. Unlike the Sorcerer Kings, who often are recluses that stay in their city-states for hundreds of years, Densis is a very ambitious and active defiler who uses his magic frequently. He's already damaged the city walls outside of Azith's Rest using his defiler magic. And that damage can't easily be repaired. So that's enemy number 1 in Kern. If you could do something about Densis the Defiler, he would really like to solve that problem.
And what about your rival ruler in Eldery?
A fine balance has been kept between Kern and Elderic, and it holds for centuries. So, he's not an immediate threat. That's a long-term problem.
Okay, understood.
We will find that defiler. Don't worry.
Would your Templars be joining us on our way to dealing with the Defiler, Densis?
Do you require their assistance?
I'm not too sure about that. We were the ones that fought him off at Az's Rest, but I have no idea what his actual strength is in his stronghold.
I still want to know why is he, what's up with him? What's his deal?
If you could discover his secret, I would appreciate it, says Aronis. Apparently,
Do you know what kind of relic he found that made him so powerful that you spoke of?
it's unknown. Something has made him more powerful in the recent past, in the last couple of years.
Okay.
I mean, before that was his deal.
Yeah, before that he was a nameless vagabond, one of the numerous bandits wandering the wastes. Any defiler quickly becomes a powerful member of a bandit clan, and eventually he became the leader of his bandit clan.
Who were they?
The people of Spoil.
Was it always called that?
It's what it's called. Probably.
I was wondering if it just the freaking Decay Lord took over. Now it's called Spoil. But anyway, sorry, thinking.
I do have a question for you, since I think we can trust you with this kind of knowledge. But our last adventures they've been taking us to other realms. We've gone through teleportation ports that took us to, the last time I was into an astral world. Something completely different from what we've ever learned in this world that was possible. Now we have companions in this world that were brought in from a different realm. with similar gods from ours, but from a different space. They were coming in through a mirror, I guess, that came from the Blue Age. Have you ever heard of any of these type of stories or other items that might exist in this world?
I have not. What you have described is inconceivable. For centuries, wizards have tried to get beyond the planes that we have access to, the astral plane, the material plane, the four primary elemental planes, and the secondary elemental planes, the para-elemental planes, as they are sometimes called. But nobody has ever been able to pierce the veil into the other worlds beyond. Some have speculated that they exist, and if by what you have said, they surely do. However, accessing them sounds incredibly difficult. He's going to ask you many questions about your adventures, and
I'll describe the queen. How's it got?
he wants to know if the gate survived, but it did not.
No, it was completely destructed. Oh, but actually, I have something that, if you don't believe me, I have this, and I throw him a coin
Hey,
of
guys,
a coin made of
keep getting
platinum.
very lucky,
Platinum
you know,
coin.
Yeah,
We keep
never seen
finding
one.
ways out of this freaking dimension.
You see, this is a different material from a different world.
Astonishing. He's shocked.
Yeah.
That does kind of make it worthless.
And one thing that I found that was quite amazing in that world is that steel was more than common over there, which is extremely rare in this world.
And wood.
And I take the you know the axe made of with the eye. What you call it? Take it out. The aberration great axe alucas.
Okay. You can
And I
tell
show
it's
him the
a
weapon.
you can tell it's a cursed item right away. He doesn't want to touch it.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't unless you want all your progress to go in the bin.
No, I don't want you to touch it, but I gotta show you. Those are the type of things that we found in that world, the last one that we were in.
Okay,
what
so
should we do with
you
this
just
stuff?
described going to other dimensions, and you've brought back strange alien artifacts that nobody's ever seen before. This is quite amazing. He's impressed. I think
So what
Korganard
should
would
we
be
do?
fairly impressed too. And you've got a weapon made out of a. It was a mind flare, right? He turned into a weapon when he died.
It was a beholder.
Oh, it was a beholder. All right.
Yeah, and I describe him what the beholder was because we've never seen anything like that in this world.
Yeah, real creepy aberration in a
Oh,
library.
and what of the mind flayer, the one that tried to trick us?
Yep.
We did also see 4 of what looked like the Beholder in the Dream Realm, and a motion, kind of pointed at Ring Sight with his dream artifact thing.
Yeah, but
Oh.
your stuff back from Korganar. We kind of forgot to tell you.
I use my telepathic capacity to implant an image in his head of what we've seen when we looked at the beholder and the mind flayer, and the queen as well.
All right. Well, you've shared knowledge of strange monsters from other dimensions with him. I don't know how useful that information is, but he's fascinated.
No, but he's a man of curiosity.
For sure.
But there's also this spectral creature that we fought that Morg was unfortunately attacked by and made him go get older. He lost many years of his life.
Probably write this. Frick, no one can read, including us. Dang it.
Do you know any ways that maybe that could be revert?
Aronis nods solemnly and he says, "There are ways."
Oh wait, could I have some of that? Actually, I'm getting old.
Yes. That is
You
for
did
we
use that hourglass artifact from, I believe that was from Hamanu himself.
yeah
And,
we
come to think of it, are you capable of aging?
the hourglass that killed our friend the ranger. The one that he
you know,
used.
he died doing what he loved. All right.
Yeah. You just forgot about, the side effects of that item when you gave him
I
to
didn't.
him.
He was get so old that he'd immediately turn to dust.
Aronis tells you that in a previous age, the greatest alchemists could craft a concoction that would extend your lifespan. He has such a potion. It is a very rare thing, but you have done a great service for the land, and I would gladly give it to you. Use it well. I have only the one, and he'll hand you a potion of longevity.
But who should use it?
Is this a thing that could be replicated with if alchemists were able to research it more?
The ingredients may not exist anymore.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's between the two of you. I know that you lost all that age, Morg, but when I look at ringside, he's starting to look more and more like my balls.
I don't need to have a mental image of what your balls look like.
Nor do I need to be compared to them.
I've never seen a creature like you to be getting so old. I'm concerned about you ringside sometimes.
Yeah.
You are at a fragile age, It wouldn't take too much to make you perish from age.
Well, this potion will shave off 1d6 plus 6 years from your lifespan.
Oh.
Oh, can I have it?
Yeah.
Well, that is
It might
between
be
the two of you. I think the two of you should have that conversation because
Yeah.
the two of you are the most affected by age. Everyone else is in their younger age.
We're gonna have to fight over it.
Though Long, I would say that Long, you do have this one thing, Morg. One day you might be able to gain eternity through some of your changes, some of your morphing abilities.
So the
I
potion,
already do have the timeless body ability.
the potion that you're holding, suspended in this amber liquid, is a tiny heart. Against all reason, it's still beating.
Ooh.
Hey, whose heart is this?
That's the ingredient that might not exist anymore.
Is this the heart of Evangelion?
No. I believe this is the heart of a fairy.
Oh.
This is
fairy.
your standard
Very
Legend of
crystal
Zelda fairy bottle he just handed you.
This feels illegal.
I wouldn't complain. I wouldn't complain if it can give you back some of your age.
I don't think you've ever seen a fairy before in the Tableland, so he describes a very small humanoid with wings that can fly through the air, a mischievous species.
Well, if we get into some of these other realms, maybe we can find some of those.
It'd be really convenient if they were bastards.
The other thing too, I heard some rumors, and maybe you can clarify some of these things. But the moon of this planet,
2
I was
moons.
told that I was told that they are full of life. Is that a true thing?
Oh. Legends. I mean, who could know for sure? No wizards ever managed to teleport to the moon that I know of.
I wonder if we could create a ship that leads us there.
No. Using
We never
strong
get-
magics, it is possible.
We never push our flying ship to that extremity. No, well, maybe one day. That'd be quite the adventure. Well, this is a fantastic gift that you've given us. This will truly help one of these two.
I forget which one of the Sorcerer Kings exterminated all the fairies. I was trying to look it up, but it's in one of the books. It would take too long. I bet it was the Oba of Gulg. I bet she did it. She's occupying a big magic tree. I can imagine that probably used to belong to the fairies, and she wiped them out. Just a guess, though. That might not be it.
Wait, hang on. I have an idea. There might not be fairies, but we know where to find naturey spirit type thingies. The big tree.
The Tree of
one that you wanna
Gulg?
break down. Yeah.
They've been there. They didn't see any fairies last time.
Yeah, well, maybe they didn't look hard enough.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't explore the upper branches of the tree. You just explored the interior.
Well, this is a great gift, one that I'm not sure if we can actually repay. I thank you very kindly for your gift.
Well, anything I can do to support you, I will. You have the resources of Kern. The entire region will do what it can to assist you. I've already instructed my black brethren to treat you as a high lieutenant, subordinate to Korganard, who is subordinate to myself, making you practically nobility in Kern. Do not abuse the people of Kern. They are free men, not slaves. But you hold a high position among my people, although many of the lower classes may not know it. My black brethren are not going around proclaiming it, but if you need to pull some strings, you could talk to one, and they would know.
Oh, there's no worry about us abusing any of the people in Kern. We're also in
good
Tyr.
boys.
We're also for the free people. We do not have slaves in Tyr.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have you know about our technology to fly through the skies. So this will reinforce our relationship between the two regions and potentially strengthen them as well, so we can exchange some valuable resources together.
Not that many. We still can't walk here.
No, but we can land in Kern, the old one. That's the point. It's for the two regions to be able to exchange and to trade.
They're going to ask if you've heard about Ravage, the jewel of the glowing desert,
No.
the bandit town.
We did. Me and Ringsight heard a little bit about it from a slave in Az's Rest. They claim to be a politician seeking peace with Az's Rest and to enter some kind of trade agreement, and that they're trying to undergo some sort of combining of the neighboring cities like Kelslot, Ravish, Wrath, and so on and so forth.
I support this endeavor.
I still don't think Spoil should be a part of such a group, though.
Aronis nods his head. Aronis is going to describe that the politics in the region are complicated. They have outlawed defiling, and so this Densus, the ever-living, has to be eliminated immediately, if possible. But he says that not everyone out here is irredeemably evil, and as a benevolent ruler, he wishes that more people could be brought into the fold, out of the glowing desert and into civilization. So he doesn't want the people of the glowing desert wiped out. That's not his intention at all. And he brought up Ravage because the bandit leader Talid, he does have aspirations to use politics and diplomacy to try to civilize some of the bandit clans, and if that's possible while eliminating Densis, then perhaps this region could be stabilized so that it's more possible for my black brethren to go out and spread the agricultural knowledge of how to change the desert back into green.
Did you really mean to? You said you wanted to invite the people of Ravage and potentially the other groups into Kern, or did I misunderstand that?
Well, the bandit clans, if they do become a civilized group, and if Ravage does become a real city, then potentially we could develop trade routes and roads, and they could become a city like Azith's Rest. Maybe they would even have a merchant house, and Azith could go and set up shop there. And in this way, we could prevent some of the banditry and the raiding that has been such a problem in the region. Basically, the crime rate's really high, and they want to encourage the more lawful bandits and discourage the more chaotic ones if possible, without wiping them all out, because many of them are just escaped slaves who have escaped from Uruk, Ram, Draj. Draj are horrible slavers, and escaped slaves from Draj, they're just trying to live. The ones that escaped from Uruk, maybe Hamanu was displeased and would kill them, and they would be killed if they returned. In Ram, they're having a terrible civil war. Perhaps nobles from fallen houses had to escape the violence and came out here. So not all of them are terrible people. They might have just fallen on hard times. So, the Avengians, being lawful good, they think the best of people, and they think the bandits are redeemable, and so they're encouraging you to find a way to make them give up banditry and become civilized. Basically, don't just fireball everybody. He looks at Gromorn knowingly.
Yeah, he knows everything about you. He saw into your heart.
Uh, I'm a free man. Free spirit.
Fire cleric's reputation precedes them.
Listen, a little bit of torture changes the mind of a lot of people. It's been proven many, many times. I will keep it to dawn though. I will use my flames against that defiler. Is that reasonable?
Yep. We have a death penalty for defilers. Kill on sight.
Yes. And I will keep his hashes. And make an offering. Actually, I am looking for for a book that can help me with my charisma.
King Aronis, is it known if there are any more or less innocent people in Spoil? I know that is where Densis is, but is it possible that any of the, I guess, villagers there are also just down on their luck?
Of course. However, anybody who willingly follows a defiler like Densis is suspect. I've heard that he instructs many of his followers in the dark arts.
Gets a little complicated if the entire town over there cannot be destroyed.
Oh, but I don't know if we've told you of this terrible news, though. There is a really, what is his name? The Defiler King that came back from dead.
Oh, Draconic? No, I forget what's it.
Dragoth.
Dragon.
Yeah, Dragot. We found his tomb, or where he was hiding, and he's back into this world. I don't know if you knew about it, but it's actually not that far from here. It is just north of Nimene.
There have been rumors spreading of a strange reptilian race.
Yes.
I was unsure if the Dre were a new arrival or like the Surin, the lizard men.
Yep. And I sent him the images of what we've seen and when we almost died from his hands.
So they're similar. The Surin and the Dre have similar features. However, one is more lizard-like and the other is more draconic.
And from someone like you that is against defiling, I think it's important for you to know that. But this is definitely going to be one of our challenge, and we might need some help because that is definitely one of the dangerous sorcerer king. He has some really bad intentions toward this world.
He also
brings
controls many undead.
Many. Yep.
Armies of undead.
Well,
We-
you did
we were
destroy
in-
his giant purple orb that was controlling the undead, so he can only raise, I don't know, like 30 some at a time.
You might be able to build a new one.
Yeah, he might be doing that already.
Yeah, exactly. So, I thought you might want to know of that because it could be a very big challenge to all of your plans.
All right, he'll
If
add it
it's-
to
if
his
it-
list of
if it-
threats that he's worried about.
Yeah.
Hamanu, Tekta Title, Nibene. Are you going to speak well of Nibene? Are you going to say he's part of your group? I guess you did describe your
Yeah.
battle plans, so he would be included.
Yeah, well, I tell him that I'm not sure if we can trust him, just like any other sorcerer king.
The one
But
he's
then-
most worried about is Tekta Title because Draj is right on his border. The Sorcerer King of
Is that on
Elderik doesn't come out of his island fortress, so he's not a worry.
Is there something that you could tell us of Nimene that we might not know about? What kind of person is he?
Secretive. The Shadow King is very secretive. The fact that you have insight into his plans and have spoken to him personally is outrageous. Nobody has that inside track on a Sorcerer King. He cautions you to be suspicious that Nibene could turn against you in your great battle plans. It's one of the things he needs to consider. How much can we trust these sorcerer kings?
I feel like if they would at least wait until we dealt with Boris so that they could be the new Boris, so to speak. At the very least, we're friendly for now.
Yep.
And we've been trading with his region. Many of the ships that we've had have been built over there, like the wooden frames. But the magical part has been from Tyr, and the metallic parts as well have been from Tyr as well.
In the morning, he's going to tentatively agree to your plans, but he has some concerns about Nibene, and he has concerns about all of the sorcerer kings. If you could eliminate more of them, like Abalak Ra being dead is a huge, huge thing. If Hamanu could be removed, that would free up a huge chunk of the region.
Yeah, and it would make us feel safer too in Tyr. Because
I think at least for now, though,
he's so close.
Hamanu-
He's so close north of us.
Yep.
I think Haman would actually be helpful in dealing with Dragoth.
Hamanu is prideful and aggressive. He loves war. Are you sure?
No. Umanu, yeah, maybe in a dream world, but he hates us too much. We kind of humiliated him a few times, and he knows that we're from Tyr, and I'm pretty sure he's not so happy that we defeated his army as a proud general.
True.
Well, if I know fighters like I was in the arena pit, I think making a competition or sport out of killing Dragoth might get him to be amenable to joining a fight.
Still, it doesn't mean like even killing Dragot is not even part of killing all the sorcerer kings. And if he sees that we're strong enough to bring an army like that, he's defensively going to look at us as a threat, being so close to his city.
Hamanu was one of the 3 sorcerer kings who had originally killed Dragoth in the past.
That's true.
Which is why I suspect that he might want to actually finish him off.
But was that under the order of someone else when they did that?
No, they had just they formed a group and 3 of them went out to finish him off with a simultaneous attack on his palace.
I'm not saying we're going to order Hamanu around, I'm just throwing the suggestion out there, and he might take it upon himself to want to finish what he started.
I'm more of the mindset of if we can get away with it without having the involvement of sorcerer kings as much as possible, the better it is.
I mean, he almost killed most of us last time.
They're just the next on the list, as far as they know. If any of them hear about us being able to take one down, we will have the entire sorcerer king against us, all of them.
They
Because they
kind
will
of
see
already
themselves.
are, more or less, other than Nibene.
Well, they don't know the strength that we have yet. Like, it's been some time now that we've interfered, like with any sorcerer kings. We're getting to the point where we could be an existential threat to them, and we should be more and more and more careful about them knowing about our plans and our intentions in the future.
Yeah.
And I hope that Orin can help us with that.
Another thing to consider is how outrageously powerful Boris is. To fight the dragon is madness, suicide. Nobody has considered it in thousands of years.
We're a little crazy.
It's a bold move, an ambitious plan, and a good one. Boris must eventually be removed, but to achieve that level of power to contest with the dragon himself is beyond my wildest dreams.
Well, let me ask you a question. Boris exists right now. The strength that he has, for one reason in particular, is that he's been feeding and consuming the life of many, many slaves and sacrifices for all of these years. What happened if that's not a thing anymore? If we cut his source
Food
of
supply.
his supply of sacrifice? What would happen to him?
It would enrage him. Have you ever not eaten breakfast and then found yourself growing angrier and more agitated?
Yeah, but that would expose him coming out in the open.
True.
And the other thing too is, like, what would happen to his strength? How would that diminish him?
He doesn't think that it would.
No.
It would plateau him. He would
Yeah.
not get more powerful.
Yeah. Well, that's a start.
But also, becoming more powerful usually happens in big steps. So he probably has like hundreds of years between growing a bigger sized dragon.
Yeah. It probably takes him more and more and more each time.
Oh yeah, exponential growth. He needs tens of thousands of souls, hundreds of big obsidian orbs packed to the brim with the unwilling souls of the sacrificed humans and other life forms, and then he has to eat all of them until he's just got like
Isn't
giant.
that like some sort of a self-defeating pact though that they've signed these sorcerer kings? Because at some point, if there's nothing left, what are they going to be sorcerer king of? They're not going to be able to grow. They're not going to be able to survive either.
Well, they might find a way into the other dimensions. They might
Hmm.
escape into the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, maybe. And they would be powerful there.
But they wouldn't be gods. There actually are gods in the Forgotten Realms, so that would be interesting.
Oh, the gods would probably. They
Well,
would
no,
feel
no,
it.
oh,
They would.
well, no,
They would.
they instantly rise to like demigod status, and then we'd have to go deal with him.
Yeah,
They
they would be
wouldn't-
upset to find out they're only demigods in the other realm. They've spent so long pretending to be gods in this realm that if they went to the other realm and found out there's real gods, they would be frustrated.
Yeah, no kidding. But they would still be like eye-level dragons, though.
Oh yeah, the highest. They're probably worse than most dragons because they are also wizards and they are also scions.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The scion part would be quite the advantage, huh?
Yep. When you got magic and psionics and all of the abilities of an ancient dragon, it's just OP to
I just
a
wonder if
ridiculous
they.
level.
I wonder if they'd be able to defile in other worlds, though.
Yeah, that's probably a problem. Magic would work, but defiling might not because that is intrinsic to this universe. That's just the way magic works in this universe and
Yeah.
not the way it works in others.
Yeah, like they would have to connect with the source of magic in the other world. Huh?
Yeah.
Why it wouldn't work?
They would arrive in the other dimension and find out that they lose a lot of their abilities and they actually get
Yeah.
weaker.
Because in Forgotten Realm, like it's like a wave of magic or whatever, you know. Like it's different the way wizards and sorcerers connect to it, to the source of it.
But this is untested, and if they could go into the Forgotten Realms, and if their ability to defile did still work, it would be like a smorgasbord. They could just eat and eat and eat. They would just defile everything everywhere. There's so many forests in the Forgotten Realms. The elves would
Yeah,
be
there's
wrecked.
so much life. Yeah.
Like wherever they showed up.
Yep. I mean, if their powers were intact, they would be wildly powerful compared to regular wizards.
Oh, dude! As soon as they start connecting to one realm, and then they realize they can go into other realms too, or connected to the Forgotten Realms. Like they could they could jump into the Fey world. You know, they could go into like all the other ones much easier than from here to there. Huh. Alright, anyways.
Yeah. And a couple of the Sorcerer Kings already were working towards escaping this dimension.
But the mirror that we broke was in the hands of Dragot.
Yeah, but then he fixed it.
So there was the Dragoth one. So far, you've encountered at least a couple ways. There was the one under the Black Spine Mountain.
Yep.
So there could be more.
Yep. Alright, so I'm done with questions.
All right.
I think we should rest, and if you guys are done, we should rest and plan for our next destination.
All right. You rest. You recuperate. You celebrate. Food and drink is provided. You don't have to use any of your own resources.
Ringside.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to go to the Winter Nest, huh?
Repeat that.
You wanted to go to the Winter Nest. That's where the Narrow Crowcraw. The village of...
Wait. Didn't we already go there?
Nope. You met
Oh,
some on the
then yeah.
road. They were traveling to their hunting grounds at the Silt Sea.
And I need you to help me in that town, because I'm looking for a location in the mountains, a hidden location, and they might know of it. And I doubt that I'll be able to communicate with them.
Alright, sure.
We can do that, but we also have the other goals that we have. We have this defiler that we have to deal with, and we do want to talk with all the other towns and see if we can reunite them.
Alright.
Where do you guys want? Where do you want to start, Morgan? Where do you want to start?
Well, we could definitely make our way to Winter's Nest, and then after that, is I'm not sure if what is this whole
Ogale?
Galay? Is that one of the things with the glowing desert now?
Well,
If
nobody's
not,
talked
after that,
about
we,
nobody's
Ogale's on
talked
the
about
way.
Hogale yet.
if not, then we could just go to Spoil after that and
Or Ravish?
do destruction. I don't see a point in going to Ravish. Go to Spoil first. We can get rid of it, or at least Dennis, and maybe not all of Spoil. And then we can make our way to Ravish. Try to get them to convince them to go to Ravage.
What's
And
going-
get
What do you
the,
think?
uh,
What do you think we might find if we go into the troll grave at Chasm?
supposedly what we've been hearing those rumors about, we would find the undead trolls running around trying to kill us.
Yeah.
Oh, adventurers,
trolls.
you are very brave if you intend to travel into Trollgrave.
Well, we've killed trolls before. They're tricky. Depends on the type that we're fighting. I think we'll have to get ready. We need to bring some acid, and we need to bring other form of magic because they're. If I'm not wrong, they don't all get affected the same way.
Trollgrave has a
Fire.
reputation as the graveyard of treasure hunters. Many men have gone into the old ruins in search of the treasures of the trolls.
And we're not regular. We're not every man.
Let's not get arrogant too fast. There's an apparent army of undead ogres down there.
Well, there may be treasures there. Who knows what remains from the previous age when Hamanu destroyed the grand city of the trolls.
Huh. Well, I'm curious. You know me. I don't mind the danger. Who knows? There might be some ancient treasure in there that could be useful. We've been lucky in the past. And there's potential artifact from the past hiding in there. So, anyways, let's go to a winter nest.
All right. You return on your flying carpet to the airship, and your crew steps into high gear, attending to the rigging, unfurling the sails. Who wants to make the piloting roll?
I'll do it. I have the capacity. One second.
Wisdom piloting. You have a +10.
Oh shoot. 28.
28. All right.
Plus
Did it go up? I thought it was 10 before.
it's 11.
11.
So it's 27.
Let me change that in my notes here. Plus 11. All right. So, you have a vague idea of where Winter's Nest is in the mountains. And so you're going to fly along the mountain chain. And your sense of navigation turned out to be fairly accurate, because within a few hours, you're flying up into the mountains and you find Winter's Nest.
Oh, I have an idea. Did they say that okay, Ninja, is this do we know that they do prefer people with wings?
Yes.
Okay, so didn't we buy those flying things, those gliding things?
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna wear that. The
All
gliding
All right. Everybody roll a con save.
That's unfair, man. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, 20.
20. That's good.
Mm,
All right. So Morg, you are
14,
flying
yeah.
high into the mountains, and the air gets thinner and thinner, and you start to get a little bit lightheaded, but you power through it.
Out of 12.
All right.
Yeah,
So ring sight, you pass out.
I do have this amulet, ninja, that
Yep.
allows me to breathe through gases and anything, pretty much.
All right. So when the air gets very thin, you notice you can't breathe and you're getting lightheaded. Are you going to activate it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I just use my air magic?
Yeah, when you when you started to get lightheaded and you failed your con save, you passed out. But your friends are nearby; they can resuscitate you. It only takes a minute to wake you up, and then you can do something about it.
What is the save? What's the difficulty?
Yeah, it was supposed to be 15. You were pretty close.
Okay. Yeah.
He missed it by a little bit more.
Yeah, I had 14. But I do use the amulet while we're up there.
I'm gonna pick up ring sight, put him in the cabin, and slap him a few times.
Yeah, a couple light slaps will wake you right up. Okay, the village of Winter's Nest is located in the frozen peaks of the White Mountains at the highest heights. That's why the air is so thin up here. You're probably at like 20,000 feet at least.
I'm gonna cook us a meal out of my pot that protects us against the cold. Okay.
Okay.
Is this separate from your hero's feast?
Yeah.
So when you get up into the mountains here, you're going to notice an unusual group of buildings formed from a mixture of ice, stone, and shaped bricks. The village looks like a cluster of towers, giving the appearance that the mountain peak has a crown. You don't see any roads leading to Winter's Nest. There are very few connecting walkways. If you had to walk to it, you'd be hard-pressed to get there. The Arakakra are flying around. They don't walk. There are doorways that appear all along the face of the buildings, though most are clustered near the top of each tower. There are landing platforms and resting perches that decorate the outside of most of the buildings in the area. Each of the big towers is topped with a large rounded structure. Most of these sphere-shaped constructs are some sort of communal area. You can see there's a lot of Arakakra that are flying in and out of those areas. They're going to be real surprised when they notice an airship flying up, and a bunch of them are going to fly out with their weapons in hand to protect their city.
Oh, it's just the freaking Norskins. I have a clip for this. Hold on.
I'm gonna show sign that we're here for peace.
What sign is that?
I don't know. I put my weapons away. And
Behold.
why don't you talk to them? I don't even know if they understand our language. These bird people.
Alright.
All right, the Arakakra seem to be chirping at each other angrily. One group is making angry squawks at the other, and the other group is making angry squawks back at the first.
Are the Arakakra, are they large or medium-sized creatures?
They're medium-sized.
Can we make an offer of food?
I'm just gonna fly out with like a basket of food.
Well, you've said you've come in peace and you bring food. The Arakakra have broken up into a couple of groups. One group says that we have an isolationist policy. The outsiders must leave. And the
No, you
other
don't.
group, they seem younger, and they say, "Ah, come on, you old bird. Let these flyers come in and tell us of the world. We want to know. You can't keep us cooped up here forever, old man."
You want to know about the world?
You can't stop
Oh, I
us from
can tell you
dancing.
about the world. I'm gonna wait. Hang on. The second he says that, I'm gonna start pulling out half of my freaking. I'm gonna use the power of intrigue to worm my way in. It's like I got this oil of masking. I got this codex vortex, the tome of tomorrow. One of you guys gave me this thing. I pull out the Aarakocra totem. I got these unbreakable shackles. I got this the stone of the dreams and the eyes of the eagle. This came from an evil king who was sitting downstairs in the basement, turning people into dragons.
Are you going to demonstrate some of your wind-based powers?
I'm going to demonstrate some of all my powers. I'm going for raw numerical awe.
Let's go.
Hey,
I can do a little bit of this, and I can do some of that.
I'm sorry for my lateness. I think I
Hello,
might have to
I'm
reset
impressing
my
the
computer.
birds.
Nope. All right.
It keeps well, so far I haven't been kicked off my computer yet. It keeps on dying and going to a black screen.
No, that's not
and
good.
having the fan go on maximum overdrive while the screen's off. Like,
Have you
I don't know.
dusted it recently? I mean, that sounds like a heating issue.
But like, why would it just turn off suddenly?
Oh, well, that's how the heating works. Like, it's got a temperature gauge, and if
Yeah.
it goes over a certain temperature, it just shuts off as a protection.
Yeah.
I've dealt with this before. If that doesn't work, just try to look up solutions and do as much as you can before it turns off.
Do you have a desktop?
I have a desktop.
So you need to open it up, you need to blow all the dust out, you need to take the CPU and open up the CPU thing, and then pull your... well, you don't have to take the CPU out, but you do have to clean it off and then put new thermal paste on there.
Yeah. What about your cooler? Like, what kind of cooling system do you have? Like, is it just air or is
Opening
it?
up right now.
It's probably air-cooled.
Yeah, it's air cooled.
Is the fan super dusty?
Probably. Let me see here.
Well, the thermal paste changing that is not a bad idea at all. Like it gets old.
Do
over time.
you smoke in your house? Do you have pets? Is there pet fur?
It's pets.
Yeah, pets and
but-
cigarettes will destroy any computer system. You
Yeah.
need to definitely dust it frequently. And you're supposed to change the thermal paste every couple of years, so if you've been using the computer longer than that and you haven't changed your thermal paste, you definitely need to do that.
Okay, well that's probably true. I had
Yeah.
never put thermal paste on here.
The one thing you could do to get like like a program to be able to view your internal temperatures and see if you're getting spikes and keep it open. That way, if it turns black and you had like a chance to see it, maybe you'll see like your temperature climb up real quick. Make sure also you update your Windows because apparently the last patch, I don't know when this last time, but apparently it's really bad for it can cause some damage to your SSDs.
Ugh, that's not
So
good.
I hope, yeah. So you make sure you have the latest one because I think they made a fix for it. But yeah, that's one thing that I would defensively make sure you update, and then the next thing would be your BIOS.
I might have to do that with my laptop. My laptop gets pretty hot.
Mm.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean,
I've had my laptop for like more than 5 years.
Okay, I don't I don't want to derail the session here. I really appreciate all the help
No,
you're
that's cool.
giving right now. But is there a tool I should look for, like you guys trust, or should I just be the first one on here?
I get one called HW Monitor. That's my favorite one. Pretty sure it's free.
Yeah, right
Yeah.
here. Hold on, here it is.
Yeah, HW Monitor, you can view all of your temperatures with that. It shows you a lot of stats about your computer, your usage, and your
yeah, it's pretty precise
electricity
and
and
it's,
everything.
it's pretty precise and it's pretty low. Like it doesn't take too much of your computer. You know what I mean?
I'm running it in the background right now. There it is. I put it up
Okay,
on stream.
I'll
It's showing my
try it right
temperatures.
now.
I always have that running in the background. I had a similar issue yesterday. I was trying to play Path of Exile 2, and the trouble was it was trying to render like maximum frames, so it was doing like 240 frames a second. And it was causing my laptop to just like superheat and shut off. So I had to go into the settings and be like, you know what, you can just be 30 frames a second. I can't tell the difference. It's fine.
Yeah, you don't need that many frames, man. On a like, what is it, like a 15 or 17-inch screen that you
Some
have?
people need 60, but like, I'm old, and it was always 30 frames the entire time I was a kid growing up playing every video game
How old are
ever.
you again?
I'm 45. I turned 45 this year. So I'm used to 30
Not that
frames a
old.
second.
Half the time I think you must be like 50 something because you keep describing yourself as old.
Listen, like we're in our 40s, but we still seen dial-up
True.
and rotary phones. You know what I mean?
I have a
You don't
bad
get the
back.
grace I give to old people about their
I have a
opinions.
bad back.
You're getting
I,
scolded.
I act like more of an old man than I am because I have a bad back.
I have a bad back and my knees hurts every morning.
Yeah, basically.
That's old.
If it rains, I feel all my joints.
I may be
That
45, but
sounds
my spine
okay.
is 60.
Hang on, I think you're just an animatronic actually.
Okay,
Your spring lock's broken.
it doesn't look bad in here, but I have never changed out the thermal paste, so I can look at that.
Yeah.
But,
I would update all your shit, like Windows, video card, and your BIOS. Like, I don't know if you've ever updated your BIOS.
no.
Well, that's one place to start. It's
What is
always
your-
good to make sure all your chipsets are up to date.
What does your
in
fan look
case-
like? Is it not dusty?
Well, I don't know. I could go on my phone here and show. The fan's running, so I can't really do a whole lot with it running, really.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
probably
but
just
the-
can't
the-
tell.
The thing, Sky, if it's not like if it's not like your fan's temperature or software update and firmware and BIOS, then it could be something failing. You know.
Hopefully not.
Like
No.
a mechanical failure, you're saying?
Worst case
Well, that
scenario.
is, how old is your computer?
A ways, you know.
Yeah, so it could be like your power supply. It could be like there's a shitload of things. Like
I've had a lot of failed power supplies.
yeah, so I would start with the basics first. Make
Oh,
sure you
That's a
clean
good
it
call.
up.
Like, if going to black screen could be a power supply issue as well.
Yeah.
I'm writing all this down.
And for that, you can just like go to Best Buy and buy a new one, and just plug it in.
Yeah, that's the thing. But I would start with like updating all your stuff and cleaning whatever you can, like refresh, like thermal paste and stuff like that. Make sure you give it a good clean. And then after that, like go with the diagnostic. It could be RAM related. It could be SSD related. It could be
Well,
power
but-
supply related. Like it really depends, like how your computer.
I was trying to join you guys, and I was just trying. Computer just started up. I'm like, okay, come on, I'm gonna make it to you guys. And before I mean, I thought the issue was something that was in my my load set. So I opened up msconfig and was trying to be like, okay, let me take things off the load menu, so that maybe there's something that got added in there crazy, and right? And I thought it was maybe something virus-like or something like that, but not that I've been to crazy places on my computer or anything.
Well, it could be something corrupted over time too. You know, like a file corrupted or missing. Make sure I'd start with the basics and then see if it fixes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, be methodical. Do the most obvious things first.
Yeah, before I go dumping a bunch of money.
That's what I do.
No, yeah,
I,
exactly.
I
like-
dust it
it's
out.
like-
I change the thermal paste. I update all my drivers. Whatever. Like just do the checklist. And usually it'll start working. And if it doesn't, then it's probably a bad power supply.
Yeah, and then you have to like break down like where it breaks down and.
Ooh, my graphics card temperature is at 86 Celsius and hotspots at 92.5.
Ooh.
Hot.
You can see my screen right now. I'm at 56 and for my hotspot.
I was kind of shocked how hot my laptop runs. It's stupid.
56 is very low.
I'm like super disappointed in the cooling in this laptop. Like, they should have done better.
My Intel core processor says it's 98 Celsius.
It's an NVIDIA. Like what generation?
It's Intel Core i7 8758.
Yeah, they tend to run hot, but like if you're below 100, you might not have too much. Like it might not be a problem.
Yeah, they can run hot.
Yeah, that when it comes to temperatures for especially like CPU, I would go and take a look at the average for that generation because they're all a little different. But running hot, it doesn't mean that it's that hot. Like it might sound super hot, but it might be like an average.
Okay, well, assuming it's not a temperature issue based on the tool I downloaded from you guys, I can try updating BIOS. Thermal paste shouldn't be an issue because after all, the clocks aren't. I mean, according to this diagnostic, it's not running hot.
Well, if you're not running much, you're not gonna see that spike. But the thing is that as soon as you have it go into these upper temperature because you're forcing it to work, that's generally where it's gonna spike super fast.
It died on startup, right? I wasn't like, watch. I'm gonna open up Steam just to
So
see.
yeah,
I
so
might
update all your basic stuff first. Go with that because if it's
Breaking on startup, that doesn't sound good.
that sounds like a corrupt file. That sounds like or it's going to be a memory related type of thing, or maybe a SSD.
Oh.
Those are the things that tends to be affected, like that will affect your loading and things like that.
54 is fine. It's not a heating issue.
No, 54 is
At least
low.
right now. Yeah.
54 is very low. You know.
I
I'm
mean, you're
gonna
not
try
running any
opening
games or
Steam and
anything
see
right
what
now.
happens.
Yeah.
If it dies again,
Was that?
I'm gonna try opening Steam and see if I get kicked out.
Well, start a program. Start a couple things at the same time. You know.
Yeah, the real
You
test
want
is
this,
opening some app that has 3D. Like if
Yeah.
you opened up
like-
Tabletop Simulator, that would be a test.
Tabletop is gonna random for everyone. You could have the best machine in the world, but that Kevin might have done something wrong, and
Yeah, that's why it's a good test. Tabletop Simulator is like the what was that old game that was really hard to run? Far Cry?
Crysis?
Crisis? Yeah, Crisis. That was the one.
yeah. That was the old benchmark for years and years.
Yeah, if you could run Crisis, your computer was a beast.
Yeah. Tabletop is just random. It's very RAM heavy. That's what I found.
All right.
As soon as I increased the amount of RAM, it became much easier to run the table for a group.
Keep an eye on HW monitor while it's loading. This is right where the spikes are happening right now.
Yeah, he's at like 9999. Oh, okay. Okay. No, he's doing okay. He's loading pretty quick. I
Cores
promote.
max,
You're promoted.
video, temperatures, NVIDIA 61, 62, the
No,
highest.
Sounds alright.
you're fine. It's not a temperature thing.
Okay.
It sounds like a file problem, or then it's going to be a corrupt, maybe something corrupt in your RAM, or. But
Shit.
you need to make sure that you clean your computer, like software, firmware, BIOS. Make sure that all that stuff is up to date. If it, like, you know what, the best thing about that too is that you might find that your computer runs better after doing all that stuff. Like if you haven't done that in years, yeah, like
Yeah.
different, yeah, you might actually notice that some stuff and might solve some problems that you know.
All right. Well, I appreciate all the help you guys have given me. I didn't want to derail, but I did want to say my apologies for the delay. But
All right.
Yes, I'm gonna work on all that right now.
Have you started school yet?
Oh yeah,
No,
that's another problem.
No, but you know,
Busy, busy, busy.
yeah, that's gonna keep you
It's,
busy. Huh?
volleyball.
Yeah, volleyball and
Okay.
that's good to see
But I
you.
got you guys. I'm here. I'm with you.
Okay, so D&D. You have arrived in Winter's Nest. You are approached by two groups of Arakakra. The one group, they look older, and they are saying, We are isolationists, the outsiders must leave. The other group, they look younger, and they are saying, you're old, let them talk, let them stay. We want to hear what the outside world has to offer. So there are different factions, and some of them have gone to fetch some sort of leader to come deal with this. So there's a bit of a debate between the two groups. And you have offered peace and food. What do you want to say to the Arakakra as they flap about, squawking loudly?
I'm gonna keep just being cool and doing weird stuff
All right, you're demonstrating
Like
your
here-
wind-based powers.
and telling them stories of various of it, like that brainwashed lady who was wandering around trying to kill the guy, and the giant sea made of fire.
What I wanted to know was, okay, is this Arakakra community kind of like, okay, sorry for the immersion breaking, but like, um, Amish, and like they want to not be like outsiders, but they get a chance to escape or something? Not escape, but
You're
like,
you're asking me how they're coded.
No,
Well,
no,
how
no.
the
They
code-
are
yeah.
they are racist. They
Yeah.
don't like anybody that doesn't have wings. They tolerate ring sight, but they mocked him for not having feathers. But he at least had wings.
Yeah, and they have magical underwear.
Magic underwear. Okay. So they look on us with disdain, you know, these ground-bound creatures. Okay, but
They're
I'm
sick-
I was trying to understand the situation here you're talking about with, okay,
We don't-
there's the isolationists and the ones who want to branch out, but the branch out ones still look down on us, but they still want to spread their wings and fly away and see us or explore.
We don't know ourselves, to be honest. Like, we just got here.
The young ones are curious. That's the main thing. But it seems like their culture has rejected outsiders.
Hey, why are you rejecting us? I asked the elders.
Ah, outsiders! You are all trouble! The Eldaric always attack us when we go to hunt. We must catch food. We could not live without it.
We don't
No
want to. We
argument
don't want to
there.
do
We are
that.
trouble.
We want to be your pals.
And the bandits of the glowing desert, they also have attacked us.
No, we're not
We don't
here
wanna do
for.
that. We want to be your pals.
Where is your hunting party? They should know us. I hunted alongside them and gave you one of the siltors that I caught and brought it to your village.
Well, Winter's Nest has a large population. There are hundreds and hundreds of Arakakra here. Eventually, maybe some that you know will arrive. But it takes
The
time.
Silkor is the one with the tentacles, right?
Yes.
And we're not here for your treasures, and we're not here for your food. We're here for knowledge, and we are here to see to learn from you.
Eventually, an envoy comes from one of the more fancy towers, the grandest structure in the village. It seems to be a temple, built like a huge brazier with 4 legs made of massive evergreen tree trunks, dragged up from the foothill centuries ago. These tree bowls, each more than 100 feet long, are set in the icy ground and canted to nearly join at the tops. There's a concave plate of ice 20 feet in diameter, held up between the 4 posts with a hole 8 feet in diameter cut in its center. Priests of air preach from the center of the bowl, while congregants gather in the rim of the bowl and on the perches placed at intervals along its legs. And the envoy comes from this temple and will introduce herself as Traka, the high priestess of the air temple of Winter Nest.
Well, you two will have something in common.
Why have you come, Two Legs? What brings you to Winter Nest? If you mean us trouble, we will fight you.
Well, it sounds like Ringside will be taking the lead on this.
I would not recommend that. And we are not here for trouble. We're explorers. We actually are after bringing peace in the region.
We bring food and treasure and peace and religion and a bunch of other nice things.
We are looking to get rid of this defiler that is in the region.
Has the Defiler been causing you guys any troubles?
Know nothing of defilers, but bandits. Many bandits trouble us.
Well, that is one of our plan. We are trying to ally the region so we can actually take them away from the life of crime and give them a little bit more capacities to survive without having to use those measures to survive.
And if they
I
cannot be changed to go from raiding you and those around them, then they will be ended. Uh, Perhaps some of your young ones would like to help us in this task.
It is forbidden. The Silver Rock must not travel with the two legs. The two legs always mean us harm.
Wait, what do you mean 2 legs? Don't you guys have 2 legs?
Well, they mean people that walk on the ground.
Okay, I think we need a better name for that. We need to workshop that some more.
They think of themselves as the winged people, and the two legs are those who have no wings. They express
Okay, why not
sympathy
just-
for the people that are unable to fly, but it comes across as condescending.
Okay, why don't you just call them the No Wings?
I mean, their legs are more like their arms, and they use them to manipulate objects. And they have hands on the ends of their feet, so they don't really have any legs. If you think about it, they have wings and they have hands. And the people that have two legs, they have 2 legs and 2 hands, but no wings. And they think that's
just call them-
inferior.
Why just call them the leg then? You don't got any legs. That's unusual by itself.
Semantics.
This
Well,
is true.
I do have a personal reason to be here, and I was wondering, I was hoping that maybe you could help with some information. I'm looking for the White Mountain,
You are in the White Mountain.
but I heard that there is an ancient artifact that is related to the Lord of Flames, hiding somewhere in here.
Fire,
and I'm looking
fire.
for that.
You
I'm not
seek
here
the
to burn it.
fire. Traka thinks about it, and then cocks her head to the side, and then says, "You seek the Hogale. Hogale is fire.
I heard that there's the tongue of Kern, the dagger forged.
The Silver Rock avoid the Hogale. Many burned. Very dangerous.
And where's that?
South, south.
No. Did we know about that? Like, I know it's on the map, but I don't think we knew
Well,
about
south,
that.
not the Road of Flame, right? All the way that far south?
No.
No,
No,
south,
here.
just south of Winternest.
So it's on the border of the mountain range, and Hogale is a ruin. You haven't encountered anybody from Hogale because it's just a ruin in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, wait, I see the map. I see what we're talking about.
Is this a place that is considered as cursed by this village?
They avoid it because of the dangers. They talk about
And if I-
living fire that burns those who try to go near it.
And if I told you that maybe I can resolve that, make it a safer environment.
Seek it out if you wish.
I do have the capacity of flames, and fire does not scare me, and then I transform into a fire elemental.
Wow. Let's see, how do they react to that? Rather neutral. They're impressed, but they're not afraid or angered.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to scare them anyway.
Great Priest Traka, what are the bandit clans? Do you know where they come from? There are many bandit clans. Which are the ones that are harassing you guys?
Ravish?
They are the closest.
Let me check my
What
notes,
about
though.
Plunder? Are any of them coming from Plunder? Oh, okay.
Checking
that'd
my
be the closest one.
notes.
They would be the closest one, huh?
Ravish is the Drajan Gladiators. brutal tyrant,
Plunder,
diver,
pillage,
and
kills
rapist.
lot.
I think Plunder was one of the other worst ones that are similar to Ravish.
It seems that
No.
Ravish is the main one. The elves.
Okay.
Plunder.
Or no, that's
Plunder
not
was
that's not the one.
Elves
Ravish
and
is the dragons. Akiva the Bandit Lord has been raiding the White Mountains.
Which city is Akiva from?
Ravish, just west of here.
Well, then,
They
We
also
should-
mention plunder. Sometimes the elves of plunder attack them, and sometimes the dragon humans from Ravish attack them. They say plunder is a roaming place. They'll mark it on the map, but it might not necessarily be there because the elves are nomadic. And then Ravish stays put. But the spot they marked on plunder, there is an oasis there. So the elves, if they are gathered, they would gather near the oasis, they think. And Ravish has its own oasis, and the human bandits, they live around that nasty, filthy puddle, squalid in the desert.
did we address? I have in my notes here about Winter's Rest that we are to meet the Arakakra and they have good lumber here. Is that something that those over in Eldarik were trying to?
Oh, there's no
work
lumber
out?
here. You're above the tree line. The halflings control the forest on the north side of the mountain. If you descend the mountain to the lowlands where the tree line is, you would encounter the halflings there, and they do have plentiful wood.
But they don't necessarily want to sell it.
Negotiating with halflings is difficult.
Tough. Yeah. They want to eat you.
No, these ones don't apparently.
Oh, they're not cannibals.
Yeah, but they're just more isolationist and racist. They don't want to deal with anybody. But anyways, as I was saying about plunder, I was saying like that one was similar to spoil, which is they're not reasonable people. They're just evil.
Oh yeah, those elves, they're the worst. They attack everything that lives. They pretend to be some sort of monsters like the trolls, the undead trolls, but they are not. They are pretenders, and the Arakakra are gonna mock the pretender elves that think they're dead.
Huh. Okay.
Well, we were going to deal with them anyways, but I let them know that we'll deal with them especially on their behalf as well.
This would please us. If you do fight the elves, or if you fight the humans of Ravish, and you return to us, we would be pleased. We will throw you a big celebration, and show you the dance of our people.
I'm intrigued. how
Every
this
time I
dance
hear that, I
will,
just
like,
imagine something ridiculous.
A bunch of birds dancing around in a circle.
Appreciate that. But weren't we were doing anything on behalf of Kern here?
Yeah.
Kern kind of told us to go deal with Densis and then also seek to sort of civilize Ravage and the remaining cities or towns in the glowing desert.
Was Densis the Defiler? Of
Yes.
Spoil?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the one that attacked Azathrus.
Got it. Got it. Okay. That sounds like a good plan.
I
Well-
thank you guys for not attacking us on site.
Yeah, that's
do we have anything
very
else to
kind
do
of
here?
you. But you said that while your young folk would like to leave, you
Lord.
forbid it. You said why, and I said why, and you said just because we always cause trouble.
It's not forbidden for them to leave. It's forbidden for them to associate with outsiders, the unwinged two legs.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to. Um,
Ringside, do you bring your air elemental out?
Yeah, sure, why not? Go air elemental.
Yeah, well, he was doing all of his air powers. I assumed that was one of them already.
I need a name, actually. I want to name this entity. Or does he have a name that he can tell me?
It would sound like a bunch of whistling, breezy noises. It doesn't translate to a human tongue.
Does it? I mean, it's Orin, right? Does it have like like a common translation?
Yeah, well, like I said, it's just a bunch of wind noises, right? So imagine some wind, and that is his name.
Does it mean something?
You could just call him Wind if you want.
I get a 15, minimum 15 on my persuasion roll. I'm gonna try and persuade that if your young would like to see the world, I don't know what kind of civilization, what kind of tribe you have here, but you should let them experience the world, and I can help provide a reason and protection if they were willing to work for me.
Well, they don't trust outsiders. Everyone they've interacted with has attacked them. The elves attacked them, the bandits attacked them, the Eldaric Templars attacked them.
Eldaric was okay. Sorry.
Eldaric has declared war against Winter's Nest, so they're technically at war. But the Templars don't come out of their island, so there's not an active war. It's more of a cold war.
Right. And remind me, Eldaric is related to Kern in what way?
Well, just imagine that there is a border where the Silt Sea begins. Eldaric has a town with a bridge that goes to an island, the island Eldaric, and it controls what's out there in the Silt Sea. So Kern is on land, and Eldaric is out in the Silt Sea. An island nation.
Okay.
I point out our warship artillery, and I say if we wanted to attack you, we could have. And I launch one of the ballista bolts at a random mountain that's far away from the city. It's like the max range.
That is to say, if we wanted to attack you, we wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, if we wanted to attack you, we would create tremors that would demolish your entire village.
All right. We don't have to describe it that much.
Okay,
Or you could see flames falling from the sky and destroy all of your homes, but, you know.
Traka says, "We are not afraid. Hundreds of Arakakra would descend on you and smite you."
I
Traka,
have no.
look.
I challenge your strongest warrior.
My
No,
goodness.
what the frick are you doing?
I apologize for my
Pretty small.
overzealous friend. He is a priest. They're known for zealotry. But
Well,
my point still stands that we're not here for like fighting, and I'm not even trying to intimidate you with the ballista. It's just that's the point, that we could have attacked from far away. There was no point for us to come in within speaking distance if we wanted to fight.
No, we are here to offer some offerings to try to bring pace to the region, to know you better.
And I can
And-
respect that. Oh, sorry. Finish your thought.
No, you go.
I can respect that you don't trust us until we have some proof of that. So
Yeah.
you will trust us by our actions when we come back and tell you how we've dealt with the Kiva.
well, it would certainly make them trust you more if you had proof that you had dealt with one of their enemies. They don't trust outsiders because of what's happened in the past. Everybody they've interacted with has hurt them, attacked them, enslaved them, or killed them. And so they haven't attacked you, but they are somewhat cold and neutral, and they haven't expressed any interest in trade or anything like that. As long as you don't attack them, they won't attack you, but they're ready for a fight if you bring it.
Well,
Could
it sounds like
you-
it's time for us to leave for Hoggle.
Could you describe the leader of Ravish? Do you recognize their face? Could you describe them for me?
Akiva, big stupid bandit lord.
You don't know like facial features, what their hair color is, or
They
anything
all
like
look the
that that we
same.
could point them out.
I mean, come on. If they're not an Iron Cocker, they all look the same to them.
I suppose they're
They
that
all have a beak.
racist.
I mean, come on. How,
Let me find my
they all,
notes. A powerful mole. Incredibly strong but stupid. An intimidating bully.
Okay, a mole in a town of humans. That kind of narrows it down.
Yeah, their group is mostly humans from Dredge. 20% mole. The core of Akiva's group is moles. So it's like a large band of Dragons, and a bunch of them are ex-gladiators.
Both happy to see more of my people and sad to know that they have succumbed to banditry.
Yep, yep. Well, at least she's a bandit lord, so it's a high-ranking bandit. But they've made enemies of the halflings, the Arakakra, and the Surins. They are not friendly.
Well, should we be off to Hogale, maybe find this fire relic and perhaps use that new thing on Spoil?
Alright, the Arakakra, they tell you, you will not find Hogale without a guide. They will send one of the younglings, one of the hunters that you have met in the past, to show you where it's at. So you travel to the south, and you're going to find the ruins of Hogale hidden there.
Is there a map for this?
Sort of.
What does it look like?
I don't think I prepared it. Give me just a minute. See if I uploaded it to Imgur. I don't see it. Here's all the bandit villages. Here's Winter's Nest. Yeah, I'll upload it. Hold on. I'm gonna need you to put it on a board for me.
You have the link?
I'm getting it. I have to go through like a bit of a process to get the link, because Imgur doesn't give me the direct link anymore, so I have to go to this Imgur direct link grabber and give them the link that Imgur gives me, and then they give me the actual link, and then I can give that link to you, and then you can put it on the board. Alright, so this is the link here. And if you could put it on the top board that I just copied. Hogale. Oh god. Reload.
Yeah, it takes a second.
Oh, you changed the other one too. That was the wrong move.
Oh. Oh shit, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, because they're a copy.
Yeah, we say no when that pop-up comes up.
Well, we'll change it after.
Alright, so, it's pretty hard to find, but Hogalay is in the mountains, and this is what it looks like. So, from the air, you're looking down on a patch of desert, and there seems to be a bit of a trail that leads up into the upper part of the mountain where there's an old ruin on top of the mountain. It seems to be in multiple levels. There might be an entrance at the top uppermost part of it where the building is. But it also looks like on the side of the mountain at the top of a staircase there is also another entrance that goes into the interior of the mountain. It looks like it would be quite difficult to find those entrances from the ground, as there's a bit of a maze of paths that lead up the mountain and broken staircases that look quite treacherous. But from the air, you have a pretty good view, and you could take your flying carpet down to either of those entrances without much trouble.
Ask the guide if they know where the most fire creature thingies are. The living flames.
They know not to go anywhere near this place. It's very dangerous. It's off limits, a no man's land. Taboo.
Okay.
They have a superstition about it,
What kind of superstition?
that it kills you.
Oh, that's a pretty important superstition.
Well, thank you for taking us at least this close anyways, even though you're not supposed to be here. I appreciate it.
Well, it's difficult to find.
Shall we go on our flying carpet?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we have
Yeah.
a flying carpet.
Yeah, and you might want to stay close. There might be magical flames here, and if you get away too far from around me, you might start. You might
I don't
might
think
be
the guide's
affected by the
telling us
flames. No, I'm saying to you, everyone else in the room. I'm still in my fire elemental form.
Alright.
You can talk while being a fire. Yes, that makes
Yep.
sense.
You speak igneous, but
Yeah,
we also have our mental link too.
Yeah, we speak. It doesn't take away all my other languages, you know. For now, I'm just gonna be talking to giant. What other language have you guys taken?
I don't think it did.
Just common? That's it?
Yeah. I got common,
Very
giant,
primordial.
and
Yeah,
igneous.
just speak but not read common.
I have elvish, giant, halfling, common.
Quite the linguist.
Yeah. Well, it's because of the background I took, I guess.
I took linguist as a feat.
Oh, I do have elvish because I'm a half elf, and that came automatic, I think. Yeah. Anyway. Well, let's approach this place with precaution. There's an ancient item in there.
Do you approach the gate into the mountain, or do you approach the shrine, the ruins on top of the mountain?
Approach the gate.
Alright. A large gatehouse holds a massive reinforced locked gate. You can see it is magically warded and protected against invasion. Two massive statues of genie border the gate with stylized flames spreading out across the doors. Everything's covered in a thick, thick layer of dust, as if nobody's touched it in centuries.
This seems like my type of place.
Does the door look like it has like a regular lock, or is it just like some kind of rune magic thing that you have to open?
Roll an investigate.
Investigate. +1. I'm gonna use guided.
Is there any writing? Is there any writing on the on the door?
Do I see a keyhole with 15?
With a 15, you do find the keyhole. But it's not an ordinary keyhole. It's not one that can be picked. It is a magical lock. It seems to
Can I try
require
using-
a unique key of some kind that magically opens the door.
What does it look like? The shape of it in general.
Like a holy symbol of some kind.
Nah. So I imagine my magical 17 key ring can't open it.
Nope.
Okay.
Is there does it look like anything related to Lord of Flames?
It does have fire djinn bordering the door with symbols of flames.
I'll start talking in Ignite, and I say open.
Open sesame.
Nothing happens. The wind blows, dusty, some birds squawk in the distance.
What kind of item are we talking about? Like religious item? Do I have anything that might resemble that shape?
Nope. It seems
If
to
you're a
require a
fire-
unique key.
You're fire elemental. You can stretch your part of your body into
Yeah.
1-inch spaces, so you can just like stick your finger in there.
I try.
But like I said, it's not a keyhole. It's an indentation for a magical artifact to be pressed into it that will cause the door to magically open.
Oh, is this like those Resident Evil medallion things? You just stick
Yeah.
it in a indent.
Yep.
Kind of deal. Okay. Well, if we can't open this, maybe we just go to the temple on top and maybe the medallion's over there.
I talked to the sword, the magical sword, and I ask it, do you recognize this?
In another age, this shrine was glorious. The sword is vague.
And this door, do you know how to open it? Do you know what item do we need for this door?
Those who have a key may open the door.
Hmm.
I chuckle. If I hear that, I chuckle.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I have you.
Well, let's go up to the temple up top and see if maybe the holder of the key is somewhere around.
All right, you approach
This
the
is a mountain,
temple.
you said, right? This is like stone all the way up.
Yeah, yeah, it's a mountain.
I'd like to be able to open that gate. Like, can we fly over it or what?
I mean, there's stairs.
It's a
We
gate
also
that
have to find
goes
something.
into the mountain, and the
Oh,
stairs
yeah.
descend away from the gate.
Maybe that item is inside the temple up there. Let's go and
Yep,
take a look,
let's
I
go.
guess.
So let us press on.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna ready up another image because you're going up to the temple, and I have a map for that one as well. So let's see, new post, temple upper level. I'll get the link, and I'll make the other link, and
While you're doing that, just to confirm
Here
about
it
the
is.
powers that I have with the sinkworm. The sinkworm goes through sand and dirt. It doesn't go through stone.
Can you create a new? Okay.
I can't pass through that wall.
just say no when the pop-up comes up. And then it'll only change this one. All right.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
What's up?
New.
I was saying, sinkworms can pass through sand and dirt, but not through stone.
I mean, that's more of a
So-
statement than a question. Is there a question there?
I can't go through the wall. Like there's no path of dirt that I could just peek through and get around this door and then open it from the other side?
Nah, nothing that you can find.
Okay.
It's a magical door. Alright, we need our characters.
Will, are you currently
Yes.
flying?
I am walking.
Okay. Since
Oh
you're
wait,
walking,
well, no.
this-
We're going on the flying carpet together, aren't we? We fly up.
well, that's how you arrived at the gate, but I don't know if you're still on it. I'm thinking like maybe you got off it and started looking around for a way that you could pass through the wall, right?
I got off and I'm trying to find a way through. So yes, I'm on the ground.
I mean, unless everybody wants to fly around on the carpet to like survey the wall, and how do you want to do it? Like, what's the plan here?
Just trying to find a way to help and pass through the wall and open it. But if there's something's gonna pop out and attack me at this point, I'm ready for that.
Just
I'm-
remember that I told you that you might want to stick close to me because you might catch on fire.
That's true. But if I didn't find anything, then I joined the group to go on the carpet to go back up to the top and look in the temple. But if I'm going to be attacked, now is a chance. Yes.
It wasn't an attack. I'm just gonna say like you notice with your passive perception that the area is treacherous, and if you stepped wrong, there's a rock fall. And you could fall into a deep ravine, but if you're flying, you're immune, and you see the dangerous area, so you could probably avoid it by a variety of methods.
Yeah. Body manipulation and stuff. I'll put all my mass in my other foot so that I can not fall.
All right. You go up to the upper area, and you're also going to notice that there are dead bodies all over the place here. The shrine atop the mountain has a big door. The door to the shrine is similar to the other door below. However, there are completely charred bodies splayed out in front of this door.
Oh.
And there's also glass. Not just dust, but glass, as if the sand has been hit with a heat enough to melt it. So all around these bodies, they're just charred charcoal bodies surrounded by flat, smooth glass.
Huh.
I don't know about you, but you might not necessarily want to stay around here if we try to open this door. I can protect you against these flames, and you're kind of protected here when you're standing around me, but
Wait, that's the body?
this is another level of extreme. Do you want me to go to the door and try to open it on my own? And you stay here?
I suppose, but aren't we supposed to be near you to be protected by the flames?
I guess, but you can give it a try. But this is melting glass, so
All right. Sounds like everybody is standing within 30 feet of Grimorn as you approach the door.
yeah.
Yes.
All right. The door is directly in front of you. It has a handle. Do you reach for the handle?
I will. I will inspect for traps and then reach for the handle.
You see it's trapped.
Okay. I will
There is
try
a magical rune that is obvious on the door. If you touch it, it will be activated.
I'll do a dispel magic on it.
You're just
All
doing
right.
it at base level?
I'll try that first.
You suppress a powerful fire rune.
a 32 on disable device if I beat him to it or not. But yeah.
It's not a mechanical device.
It's not a device, it's a spell.
Right. So I know that sometimes, depending on the ruling, disable device can foil a magical glyph, but I don't know. Depends.
Yeah, in this case, it's just a magic door. There's not much of anything that you could disable.
Okay.
Well, just
So
dispel it.
once he's dispelled the rune,
Is the rune stronger than third level? Does Grimorn have to roll?
I'm just gonna let you disable it. It's fine.
Yeah,
okay, then I open the door. Well
The-
done, my friend.
The other way to open the door was a DC 20 religion fire test, but you bypass it with a dispel magic instead.
It's probably easier because my yeah.
Had you touched the handle, the door would have sensed that you're a fire cleric and tested you, and if your faith was strong enough, you would have been allowed in. But
I got mega afraid.
you disable the magic door, so it can't do anything.
There you go. So we step in.
I would have liked you to have just passed the test.
Yeah, me too.
Bodies outside with non-believers.
I kind of passed it anyways. I use the magic from the Lord of Flames to make it happen.
All right. Through the door, there's a staircase that descends into the temple. The outside of the temple is ruined and weathered and ancient, but the interior of the temple is as intact as it was centuries ago, untouched by the hands of man or Mull.
There might be a cleric in this temple.
When you step inside, you notice a sharp rise in heat as you descend the staircase into the interior. The room you enter is illuminated. Flowing lava lights up the room. A pool of it, surrounded by 8 columns of obsidian, recesses into the wall, contains statues of great pyromancers of Old Kern.
Ooh.
There are 2 sets of stairs. One goes west, one goes east.
The middle here, like this kind of tapestry, the round and the long line that leads to the end here. Is that is that the lava?
Yes, that is the flowing lava in the floor.
Ooh. You want to explore the side rooms before we go to the end of this?
Yeah, we can check the side or not.
I think we should stay in this one. Like normally, I would say like maybe we send a scout, but in this case, I think everyone should stay around me.
Keep the group together.
All right, you stay closely grouped and you move to the
We'll go
west.
here. Yeah.
I can resist hot temperatures.
Okay,
Well, resisting
Well,
doesn't
about
mean
fire damage.
so you'll be less uncomfortable. People that can't
Yeah.
resist heat are going to be very uncomfortable, as if you were standing outside in the hot sun.
If you stay near me, you're gonna be immune.
Yeah.
This,
As long as it's just like an environmental, if I'm standing outside and 150-degree temperature or something, I'm okay.
All right, so you're passing these statues that are recessed into the walls. As you go up the stairs into the side chamber, you'll notice you're flanked by a couple more statues of these pyromancers from Old Kern. They're dressed strangely. The people of Old Kern now, they have similar clothing, some of the same styling, but these are ancient antiques. And they bear the symbols of fire and flame. They seem to be religious figures, like
is
popes.
the symbol is it different from the symbol that we have in our period?
It is a symbol of fire. It's a variant. It's not that different. Fire is fire.
I wonder what was their influence in Kern before. Because there's no temple of flame in Old Kern right now.
All right, so you enter into a room that holds 12 sarcophagi. Each one is made of heavy stone.
Oh my. This is the big test. What's at the end here? The
Do they have writing on the sarcophagi?
There's no writing, and the room has a pair of statues in it, and a small round altar for leaving offerings, offerings for the dead, flowers and stuff. It's probably some very, very decrepit old flowers dried on the offering table.
dusts at that high temperature.
You'll notice the statues in the room here are not statues of revered pyromancers. Instead, these are statues that look like dwarves with fiery hair.
Oh,
Or
Wait a second.
I think I might know what they are.
Fire Slayers.
No. They're a type of elemental.
dwarves? They're elementals?
It's a
They're
type
the
of
race of elementals who,
Yeah.
like, I guess, are huge dwarf lurkers.
It's in brass. They're normally slaves of Efrates.
Hmm.
What are they called? The AGs, I think, or something like
Azer.
Quest.
that. Azers, yeah. And they're blacksmiths a lot of time.
Question is, do we open the sarcophagi looking for a key?
I,
Or do we
well,
head back?
I doubt that they're here.
Yeah,
Um,
the key we search for is in the side room. If anything, it would be in the primary room.
Yeah.
If anything, what we're doing is, I'm kind of surprised that you're okay with the grave robbing.
I am not gonna do the grave robbing.
I'm
I don't-
not suggesting to just rob them of all their treasures. I'm just saying look specifically for the key and take nothing else.
I doubt that it's in one of these. I think we should leave them.
And maybe you
alone.
should try to commune with the ancestors of this place to get their permission or something.
I don't have the ability to speak with the dead.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
do.
he's like a fire cleric. Just do a fire ceremony.
Let's keep on exploring before we get into this.
Okay. You backtrack out of the
I-
room, back out into the room with the lava and the obsidian pillars.
Yeah, we go to the other one.
Okay, so the other room is like a mirror of the first. As I described it before, it is a room with 12 sarcophagi, 2 large statues of Azer, a small offering altar with some decrepit flowers on it. The hallway leading up into here, the staircase, had a couple of statues of pyromancers just like before, but different pyromancers. You know, one was an older man and one was a woman. The previous 2 were both men.
What is this? I do have some of that stuff. It's like essence of flame. Use that to. What is it called again?
Can I use a nature check to see what the flowers were?
All right. Roll it.
7 plus dice.
I'm gonna leave on the altar. I'm gonna leave a small ruby.
27.
It's roses. You've seen roses in the royal gardens of Tyr.
Are there any outside when we were looking around the gate area?
Now, these roses date to a time when it was green around here.
Yeah, okay.
But they're
Was this
still
was
green.
the mountain area
Roses will
outside?
help?
Was it defiled?
Directly no, but desertified yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave a small ruby on the altar. And make a small prayer.
And Will, the flower is completely decrepit. It is like hundreds of years old, but it's preserved. No weather has touched it. No bugs have gotten in here. It's just incredibly ancient. If you touched it, it would disintegrate.
Like I said, Ninja, I'm gonna leave a small offering. I'm gonna put a small ruby at the altar
Okay.
and make a prayer to these lost lives.
All right. Well, the spirits of the dead will appreciate that, I guess.
Yeah.
But nothing apparent happens.
Yeah.
So we are moving to. There was this other chamber here.
Okay. If you follow the lava river, it leads into a larger chamber at the back of the temple.
What is in the center? Is there another altar in the center?
I'm going to describe the room here. The lava flows to a great forge in the center of the Grand Hall. Two side forges sit to the north and south. They contain unfinished masterwork dwarven weapons.
Ooh. Can we take a look and inspect this area? See what we find?
All right.
How close to being completed are they?
These are materials. You estimate it's about 3 GP worth of materials that could be collected as scrap for blacksmithing repairs.
Yeah, I'll grab that. We will grab that. Do you guys want to... Is there anything... Is that the same thing on the other side?
Yep. Same deal on the other side. You can find another 3 GP worth of materials.
What about the middle here, in the center of it?
Nothing in the very center.
And in the back over here, the altar, or...
Yeah, that has the appearance of a throne. Perhaps a dwarf in another age sat upon this throne admiring the craftsmanship of his workers.
I'm gonna sit on that throne.
All right, you have a seat. You feel regal, and you feel the eons of sacredness that this place has. You feel a certain reverence for the worship of fire that's surely taken place here over the years.
I wonder if this is connected to brass with these dwarf elementals.
I want to look around for anything that could possibly serve as a key for that hole.
All right, roll an investigate in the room here.
Can you roll it for me?
Sure. Do you have advantage? Somebody gonna help you?
Given guidance.
All right. Morg is gonna roll to add some guidance.
I'll use a dice. So plus 10
It's
more.
probably better for ringside to assist. I don't have the greatest intel.
You said your bonus is plus 10?
Tara,
Plus 5 bonus. Roll an extra d10.
if you can roll a DC 10, you can help, and that'll give him advantage on the roll.
Of what type?
Investigate.
Actually, I should be able to get back here. So.
Oh, that was a low roll. 14 plus 3, 17.
All right.
Minimum roll is
Yeah, for the assist, you just need a 10.
okay.
And I rolled a
and
1 on the d20, so...
Yeah, but plus all your pluses, whatever.
you
If
put it
he
in
rolls
this
a
one?
10, I'm gonna roll that d.
Okay.
Wait, what's the 5?
Okay, so here we go. Investigate is actually. Oh wow! Hold on, no, my bonus is a plus 14.
Oh wait, why'd you tell me 5?
But I thought it was something else.
14 plus...
So I'm rolling advantage. Okay, I got 28 plus 5 for the dice, plus whatever else from the guidance.
All right.
plus 3.
After a thorough search, you're gonna find a secret door, which leads into a storeroom.
I didn't want to metagame that and see that, but yeah, thank you.
Oh, is that what that S is for? That was supposed to be a secret?
Yeah. Ah, very interesting. And now, of course, I'll want to search the opposite wall and see if there's a secret door there as well, and I won't find one.
Yeah, you don't find one.
But this storeroom is very interesting. I wonder if any of this is still worthwhile.
Inside the storeroom, you see 12 barrels and 7 boxes.
Oh.
These
Ooh.
barrels, they still
Are
contain
they
liquid
super
courage.
weathered?
They
Aged
are
time?
ancient, but in good
I would
condition.
imagine-
Preserved well.
What could be in? I smell at them. What do I think could be in these barrels?
It doesn't give a clue.
You get a nose full of dust bunnies.
I could shake one and see if it's got liquid inside. Little keg.
Uh, the barrels are enormous and too heavy to lift.
Okay.
Can we open them?
Well, maybe you could lift it. They're like 300 pounds, but it would be hard.
Can we open them?
Do that. Yes. Stealth giant strength.
Is there a tap anywhere around?
Gromorn can pick it up pretty easily. He can pick up 300 pounds. He's got that power lifter strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
The boxes, on the other hand, are quite small.
What's inside of them? Can we? I'll open one of the boxes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start prying the things open.
All right.
Yeah.
It requires a tool of some kind. They're hammered shut with some kind of
I have a crowbar,
bronze nails or something.
and I've got thieves' tools.
All right. Use your crowbar. You pry open a barrel, and it contains black stone, shiny black stone.
Obsidian?
No, it is coal, fuel coal for a furnace. 12 barrels of 300 pounds of coal each.
Oh, that's gonna be worth quite a bit. We're gonna put that on the ship.
Why do they need coal when they have lava?
Listen,
Yeah, I'm not sure what
the-
they would do with this.
listen. Like we can use it and sell it.
I'm not saying
What-
otherwise.
Can we open one of the boxes?
These are coals for the blast furnace. You open up a box and you find scrap materials for crafting various items, similar as the stuff that you found on the benches. You find about 5 GP worth of scrap material in each of the boxes, and there are 7 boxes, 25
So
pounds
many-
each.
So how much? 500.
What's it? Like,
Wow, that's quite a bit.
35 GP,
I don't know if you want to take that with you or not. If you wanna leave it here.
175 pounds.
No, we're gonna take that.
You gonna take it? Even
Yeah.
though it's from the temple?
It's material. It's not like we're looking into the graves here. It's just rough material.
All right. Well, what I'm so curious about is, Trucka said that there was a terrible flame that killed people here, and we saw the bodies, but we still have not seen the thing that caused it.
Well,
it was
he disabled
most
it with
likely,
magic.
Yeah, most likely was the door that was trapped.
It was
by
the
magic.
rune. He turned the rune off with its spell magic.
So the bodies were all right there. Okay.
So
Yeah, do I look at the
I kind of
side view of it
explained
and
it was a
like-
religion test. Had he touched the door, he would have passed the religion test and nothing would have happened. But had you touched the door and failed the religion test, super fireball.
And we would have survived it.
Yeah, because of the
Were
immunity.
were the charged bodies that were there? Did they have Eric Cocker feet?
No. They were human bodies, possibly
I'm gonna,
bandits.
I'm gonna try to roll here. If I get 18 or lower, no, I failed. All right.
So nothing inside these boxes or barrels could possibly become our keyhole.
Is there just like an obvious like rack that has, I don't know, a medallion thing attached with a string hanging off the rack?
All right. I've actually held something back. There's one other detail in the room. If you stand in the very center of the forge room, there is a lever.
Oh, well, we were in the middle. You said there's nothing.
Yeah, he's coming back for us.
I didn't want you to
So,
move on until you had looked around a little bit. But there is a lever here in the center room.
Well,
okay.
obviously I have to throw that lever.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens.
we're
All
gonna do the lever.
When
But,
you
I will investigate the device first before I seem like I'm just gonna throw a spit trap.
okay, yeah, roll it. Let's see what you get.
Oh, okay. Well then, I
me
would
what
like
you got.
Should I roll it for you?
I'm here.
You got it.
Okay, so that's going through. Minimum roll is a 24.
So,
Yeah,
it seems like the lever connects to a bunch of gears and pulley systems under the floor. but you don't see a trap anywhere.
Okay.
No blades, no
Well,
spikes, nothing like that.
I only added a 1 to that dice. Oh well. I'm blowing two dice so far today.
Okay.
Um, the it doesn't seem like it's gonna open up the floor for us though.
That does seem to be what it would do. It seems
I
as
will
if
pull on it.
the center here is a separate piece attached to the gears and the ropes.
Maybe
Yes,
like
just
an
pull on it.
elevator thingy.
You pull the lever, and a series of heavy clanks and movement under the floor. And then there's a jerk as the floor slowly begins to lower. It is an elevator.
Very nice. I get on,
All
and I
right.
give a little smirk to my friends here.
The elevator descends with a clack, 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 clack as it goes down. The gear with its like little stopper clicking as it descends. Then it gets to the very bottom with the last clunk as all of the pieces settle into place after all these centuries. Fortunately, the ancient ropes that connect all the pulley systems are still intact and held under everybody's weight.
It does seem surprising.
You enter into a room that is also illuminated by lava like the room before, and there is a hallway which leads west, and some stairs that lead north. Let me get the other map.
Well, west was deeper into the mountain, yeah.
The map of the lower levels.
I think west was deeper into the mountain, so I am gonna head west.
Chris, could you put this image on this board here?
There you go.
All right.
Did we move the characters?
Yeah, we never had
Or
them.
yeah, I put them. I did put them up there.
Where?
They're probably on. They're underneath. Yeah, they're stuck underneath this one.
Oh, here. I'll move it. Could you grab them?
I got them.
Okay. I'll put it back.
We're gonna be in
Okay.
the sub area. Boom.
Let's start you on the
Listen.
stairs, actually. Or, no, wait.
Oh.
Am I wrong? Is that it? I have to check my notes. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Is it over here?
You're right, you're right. This is the spot. The elevator
I think
goes
this
into
is
this room
if you
here.
go through the genie gate.
Yeah, that's the genie gate. You're right. It's been a while since I set this up. Okay, so there's a passage to the west, and there are some stairs to the north.
So it's been a long time, my friends. We've been in a dungeon like this one.
Yeah, proper dungeon delve.
Yeah.
But this is still part of the temple. I don't know. Would you call it a dungeon?
Yeah, let's head traps.
Yeah.
It's true. All right.
If they're all fire traps, though, they're not traps. They're just fireworks.
Let us press on.
These spikes or blades.
All right.
Just I'd be careful though. This is supposed to contain a magical ancient fire artifact.
Aye.
It's most likely protected.
She'll keep us safe, right?
Are there a bunch of flames lighting
Yeah.
this tunnel area, or is it dark?
So the floor has lava. These darker spots here, that's lava.
The floor is lava, and I'm in my fire elemental
Okay, yeah, so you're
form.
still
So,
giving
yeah.
off a light torch.
Yeah.
The lava
We're also-
illuminates the room fully, so it's dim, but it's a glowing red room.
Where do you want to go? Left or? Where do
We
you
go
want to go? Left
up.
or right? You want to go right first? Let's go and take a look up here.
All right, you find a familiar section. It looks very much like the previous two areas where you entered into a room with a bunch of tombs. These tombs are not fancy like the ones that you saw before. These tombs are all quite a bit less fancy, maybe made of old wood instead of stone.
The
There's
slaves.
no offering bowl.
This is where the slaves toiled their days and nights.
Yeah, they don't have an offering plate either, and there are no statues here.
I think we should
And they
let
had
the
nothing
dead.
to give.
We should let the dead rest.
All right, you leave the room. You enter the hallway.
Yep.
After traveling west in a long hallway, you find stairs that descend into a complex staircase. You come into a 15 by 15 room where there are more stairs that descend west, or you can loop back to the east through a second set of stairs that go down to a sealed door.
Well, sealed doors are just begging to be opened.
Yeah, that sounds like a challenge to me.
The path to the west is a spiral staircase, and the path to the east goes to a sealed door.
Let's try
What
this
is
one.
it sealed with? Is this one sealed with runes?
You go to the end of the hallway and you find this door. The door is marked with a familiar sigil of the Lord of Flames.
Is the same as we've seen earlier at the gate.
It looks like the Jinn Gate, and it has a similar locking mechanism to the Jinn Gate. It seems to require the dungeon key.
I think
Oh,
we're
it's
not
also-
we're not supposed to open this door yet. It's the same way to open that as the last one. We might want to go and take a look deeper.
All right, you head into the complex staircase and you descend the western spiral staircase into the depths. And as you descend, it gets hotter and hotter.
24. In terms of investigate to make sure that.
I'll give you a guidance each time you. So it's the D4. Had it on.
Alright. I'll say a little prayer for you.
Are you
Plus four.
investigating the statue?
Woo!
Or are you
24.
I was looking for any kind of traps on this way.
What's
It's
your roll
just
for
freaking
checking
hot.
for traps?
28.
28's pretty good. You don't see any traps as you descend the staircase. When you get to the bottom of the staircase, before you get into the room, place your figurines like in the stairwell, just before you get into the room. All right. So as you descend, you become aware of a sound that the room seems to be occupied. And you're making a little bit of noise.
Yeah, especially all the blokes behind me.
You want me to go in?
But you haven't drawn any attention yet, but you can hear some noise up ahead, as if there's somebody in the room.
Someone in the room, in a temple this forgotten and forlorn for centuries.
Could be an
Yeah.
elemental.
That's my suspicion.
Well, there's
I'm
a
going to alert you.
If there's if there is fire elemental, I can maybe communicate
Oh.
with them.
Don't move. There's something up ahead. Something moving. And
You
at
wanna
that, you
peek?
say you're going to try and take the lead on this and trying to peek and talk to it.
I'm gonna turn on the dream stone.
You're gonna take a little nap right now?
Yes.
I can peek.
Okay.
I want to see if this thing has a dream form.
It's peeking.
No, probably not. Why don't you send your magical eye to go and take a look?
That doesn't tell me anything that I couldn't see with my regular eyes.
Alright, so I'm in a fire elemental form, a ninja. So I'm gonna make myself very flat to the ground to be as less noticed as possible.
All right.
And I just want to sneak into the corner and see what might be moving.
All right. Hey, Chris. Can you take this figurine and put this image on it? This image here. It's a room full of magmen.
Living magma.
And what is the magnum? Fire elemental of some
right,
sort?
Ackman. Sorry, moment of realization. No, not these guys.
The room is full of small creatures, 3 or 4 feet tall. They each weigh 400 pounds, squat and stubby humanoids, sculpted from hardened magma with gleeful, mischievous smiles. They have little shells, and underneath those shells, they seem to be composed of flowing lava and seething flame. They radiate a small amount of heat and light, with a small burst of flames constantly erupting from the surface of their skin. They seem to be frolicking in the lava pools here.
Hmm. I can
feel like
try.
we should keep them.
I can try to speak with them.
Yeah, these things large 15 by 15 creatures. No, never mind.
They are tiny, and there's a lot of them.
Oh shit!
No, basically are.
There's a lot of them.
16 magmen in the room.
I'm gonna slide in as a fire elemental and start talking to them in ignite.
Okay, they're quite excited to see a new arrival. Where you come from, fire elemental?
I come from the surface. I'm a cleric of the Lord of Flames.
Surface? No one come from surface. This our place.
We have no bad intentions towards you. Would you let us through?
Us? Who is us?
Hello. I peek around behind. And I wave.
Haha,
Greetings.
meat!
Hey, I don't know what's going on.
No.
Oh, not in ignorant. I don't know that. I don't know what he's saying.
No meat?
No. Us, me and my.
I'm gonna
Me-
see these guys' mischievous expression. I'm gonna use prestidigitation, make little fireworks.
Alright, you impress them with some fire. They're entertained. They like entertainment.
Me and my pilgrims. They are all ally of the Lord of Flames. And that would infuriate the Lord of Flame if you cause trouble.
Oh. We good magmen. We loyal to Lord of Flame. We no harm, friend of Flame. Strange that fire elemental befriend meat, though. Meat usually for burning.
They're believers. They can't. They set things on fire. They are allies.
I produce flames.
You could transform in an elemental too, no?
I could, but I don't want to use the wild shape charges.
I encourage you to do it in the situation. Do it.
So now that you're in the room and you can look around a little bit,
Yeah.
let me describe the room. So there are 2 large statues in the northern end of the room,
Yep.
and they're different from the previous statues.
What do they look like?
Well, the most important thing that you notice is one of them is holding a key.
Oh.
Oh. May I take a look at these statues?
Can I
Yeah,
just
the
climb up there
Magmen
and get
don't
it?
mind. So the statue on the right is holding the key, and the statue on the left is holding a rod of some kind. They both are not part of the statue. They seem to be an actual item, but the statues are made in such a way that they can hold the rod and they can hold the key, as if it's a natural position for them to just have it. But you can tell that these are separate, real objects and not part of the statue.
Are there joints to the arms and the shoulders?
No, no, they are stone statues of pyromancers from another age.
You see that? Should I try to grab one of them?
The Magman?
No, no, no. The items that the statues are holding.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it would infuriate them if we didn't. I touched one of the statue without touching the item, and I want to see what the Magmans, the little dudes, are saying.
The Magmen are most interested in swimming in the lava, and some of them will ask you questions about the surface world, but yeah, they don't care.
Do you wanna intrigue them while I play with this here?
Well, hang on, I have a question. Do you want to bring these guys back to your temple?
You don't want to bring these guys on a ship made of wood.
That's an interesting. But this is a temple of flames, no?
They really can't
Yeah,
help
but
but set
man-
everything on fire, and they also wouldn't leave the room. They need the lava. Magmen cannot survive without lava. They turn into statues.
Yeah, I don't have magma. I don't have lava in the temple.
I
would-
mean, you could take the lava and move it there.
It wouldn't last forever, huh? What about the rod? What is it? Well, I cast the detect magic. Yeah, ninja.
So the key and the rod both seem to be magical items.
I use my item, my rod, to identify the rod.
It seems to be an activation rod, attuned to something in particular, but you don't know what.
I will grab it.
I have a question for the Magmen.
Okay.
What are they doing here?
We live here. This is where the
Yeah,
lava
but how
is.
did you- Okay, but how did you get here?
We were born here in the lava.
Can that happen?
Was it one of the Templars that brought you to this world?
They don't know. They've just been here for a long, long time. Generations of Magmen.
So I grabbed the rod and then I grabbed the key item.
But yeah, they probably were summoned at some point as a defender to protect the room and the key.
The key is just hanging from one of the statues, or
Yeah,
Or you
yeah, the
said the
statues
Magmen are
are...
holding it.
One statue holds the key and the other statue holds the rod.
Yeah, I grabbed both of them, ninja.
Yeah, and the Magmen, they don't care about it. As long as you've explained that you're not an enemy of fire, they will leave you alone.
We will keep on exploring, and once we are done with the key, we will bring it back to the statue. Everyone is okay with this?
So now's the choice. Do you want to explore further, or do you want to return to the door that the key worked on?
I think we can open the door first.
All right. You want to
Or
backtrack
do-
to the locked door.
What do you guys think? Or do you guys want to keep on going, or
Yeah, we can
I
backtrack
need to probably turn in for the night. I've been trying to hold on.
Yeah. We got 7 minutes left before midnight. I was about to wrap it up. Maybe
can
we should,
open can we open the door and see what's inside then?
Okay. So,
Or try to open the door. I took the staff guy, the rod, because this reminds me of one of those rods that we've seen that was controlling golems before, and I'm suspecting that there might be one in this dungeon.
okay. So you look into the room, and you can see that there's a small treasure chest about 15 feet into the room. on the left side and on the right side. And another 10 feet beyond that, there's another 2 chests, one on the left side and one on the right side. And another 10 feet beyond that, there's another 2 chests. And just going back into the room, you just see treasure chest after treasure chest after treasure chest going off into the distance and around the corner. At the far end, there's a slant to the wall, and it looks like there's an archway that leads into another room where you spot yet another, even larger treasure chest back there.
What is my detect magic showing me?
Have you just walked into the room? Everything explodes. Fireball, fireball.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Immunity.
We're immune, so.
So
Fire elemental.
two enormous explosions went off in the room, and you just protected the group from it.
Yeah. Ah. God damn. Okay. Is there anything like can I as soon as things are starting on fire, I bring down the flames down with my power.
Okay.
Extinguish it.
The magical fireball doesn't stick around, and the room is mostly made of stone. The chests are made of stone as well, so everything is scorched but not destroyed.
And what is the detect magic showing me when I'm looking at the chest and all that?
Okay. Many of the floor tiles in the room are glowing, and none of the chests is glowing.
So I'm gonna I'm gonna tell everyone which of the tiles are glowing, and tell them do not step on those. I am assuming that there will be more fireballs.
Get the
And
ones we step on deactivate after, or they just reactivate anyways?
Well, they haven't reactivated yet.
And I just give it a try. I step on one of the tile just to see what happens.
Yeah. If you step on any of the little circles, the fireball goes off.
Alright, so we avoid all the circles.
But they're also in a radius, so just passing through in the room, like within, I don't know, 10 feet of any of them causes them to explode as well.
So we can walk in a line in the center of the room?
No, that's within 10 feet. You can't go anywhere in the room without setting them off, basically.
Alright, so stay close to me.
Yeah.
Can we at least try to open one of the chests, the stone one? Like the first one over here in front of us?
This room's called the Gauntlet of Fire. There are 13 fireball traps in this room. And all of them are a 10-foot radius trigger.
Can we try one of the chests and see what's inside?
Okay. You open a chest and you find a flame amulet.
Oh.
The amulet magic?
We'll put that in the bag of holding, I guess.
All right.
Can we open all the chests? Just do that. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay. You set off all the fireballs in the room, and then you open all the chests.
Boom, 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 boom. Pop, 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 pop.
Well, let's see. Chest 1 contains a flame amulet. Chest 2 contains a suit of hide armor. Chest 3 contains an iron mining pick.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, those are the special chests. Those are like the 3 in the little alcove at the back of the room.
And they're all shiny magic.
Yeah.
The amulet and all that. Can we identify those 3 items right away?
Let's see. There are also numerous firewall spells going between small circles, mostly horizontally until the bend. Oh, God. So this room has a firewall here, and here, and here, and here, and here. So you're walking through all these walls of fire to go through the room.
Yep.
It's like that.
Yeah, can we identify those special items when we find them?
Okay.
At least whatever is glowing.
So all of these chests are empty and fake, but these ones had the treasures in them. So you get to the end of the hall and you get the 3 items. I'll drop it in Discord. So you identify the 3 items, and they are.
There's one item in particular I'm looking for, but if they're all like fire element, like fire related stuff, well.
Flame Amulet of the Devout
Ooh.
plus 3.
Alright.
Azure Skin Hide Armor plus 3. Iron Mining Pick plus 3.
Holy shit.
Of the Dwarven Lord.
I'm defensively gonna. The amulet, I'm gonna replace one of my other items.
The armor's pretty wild. It changes your race to Azure. If you want to become an Azure,
Yeah.
become a little fire dwarf as a race, which allows you to survive in the plane of fire. So that's an item that would allow one of your allies to travel with you to the plane of fire.
Yeah, because my armor already protects me that way. What is the mining peak plus 3?
You have to like attune to the flame amulet stuff because that is a powerful thing.
I believe so.
I
think
am gonna
Amulet of the Devout.
Yeah,
Let me look that up.
I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna replace my old one with that. I don't think you need an attunement for those.
Hey guys, I appreciate this. I'm gonna try and fix my computer, but I am really trying to hold on.
All right.
and,
Good
I'm
night,
gonna
Will.
catch you guys.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. Well,
Breaking rock plus 3.
So, Krius, it does require attunement by a cleric or paladin.
Well, I already have like a plus 1, I think.
Yeah.
I'll replace it with that.
So now your spells are all even better.
Yeah, it'll be yeah.
You can use your channel divinity feature without expending one of the feature's uses, and it gives you a bonus to spell attack rolls and the saving throws of your spells, plus 3.
Yeah.
is there anything special about changing a race to Azure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few things.
Like different racial bonuses or something?
I'll show you the stat block. So, as an Azure, let's see what they get. Seek and destroy. Everyone who spends sufficient time among Azures eventually receives Azure weapon training. You get proficiency with the mace, warhammer, warpick. Azure culture values smithing ability above almost everything else. You gain proficiency with smith's tools. You can speak, read, and write Common and Ignin.
Is that a temporary thing? Like,
No, your race would actually change, so it would change what your ability score modifiers are, because Azure have Con and Strength instead of whatever your race is.
yeah.
As long as you're attuned to the armor.
You're a fiery being encased in hot metal, which makes you immune to fire damage. Your inner flame burns constantly, casting a bright light in a 10-foot radius. And a creature that touches you or hits you with a melee attack while within
Yeah,
5 feet of you
fire
takes a
damage.
d4 fire damage. And
they
you
catch on
get
fire?
you get AC 13 plus Dex modifier as natural armor because your body is like made of metal.
That's really cool. Is this a temporary one or
While attuned,
like
so as
effect?
long as you keep the armor on, you stay an Azure.
That's awesome because if we wanted to forge stuff, smith stuff, like we could use that. We could just set the put the armor on and
Yeah.
start forging things.
And just magically have proficiency at smithing.
Yeah, we're defensively not like selling that.
You get the secret knowledge through the item.
Yeah.
Alright, well, thanks for watching out there in Twitch land. I'll end the stream there. Catch us again next week, hopefully, and we'll continue the adventures.
Yes, sir.